Hello everyone, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to another episode Let's Talk Tech. It's been another week of exciting developments in the technology world and we can't wait to get you all the latest. Jumping right in, Google changes classic Gmail logo after 7 years and the users are going through emotions. The new Gmail logo is now a letter M made of four colors blue, red, green, and a pop of yellow. And Gmail users habitual to a red and white envelope are finding it difficult to accept the change. Instagram to let users live stream for up to 4 hours. The reason behind the move is helping creators, yoga instructors, musicians, artists, folks, and the like to do longer sessions with their audience and without being interrupted every hour. However, this will only be available to accounts in good standing with no history of IP or policy violations. As per Instagram, it is also adding the option to RJ live broadcast for as long as 30 days. YouTube app update makes it easier to switch to full screen, turn subtitles on or off. With the new update, the small full screen icon on the bottom right corner of the video is no longer the only way to switch to full screen. YouTube has now introduced gestures to switch to full screen and then back to default view. Users can now simply swipe up on a video to switch to full screen and swipe down on the full screen preview to exit full screen. Some news from Snapchat. Snapchat creates links to help you reconnect with friends amid COVID-19. Snapchat on Wednesday rolled out a tool to help friends reconnect via augmented reality aimed the COVID-19 pandemic. The Friendship Time Capsule uses machine learning to let users get a glimpse of their friendship in a variety of scenarios in the future. Are you looking for a quick fix to create an app? Google has covered you. Google's new feature lets you create app without coding. Google has launched App Sheet through its Google Workspace interface, a feature that lets users create an app without having to create any code. Through the cloud no-code development platform, Google aims to eliminate the hassle of the learning of finding someone to code, develop, and fix an app. Google removes app from its Play Store periodically when the app are caught violating its policies. In the latest instances, the Android maker has deleted 3 popular apps used by kids from the Play Store after it received concern from International Digital Accountability Council (IDCA). The 3 apps are Princess Saloon, Number Coloring, and Cats and Cosplay. The 3 apps have collectively installed of over 20 million. Well, finally WhatsApp had recalled the Mute Forever feature. Facebook-owned messaging application WhatsApp was testing the Always Mute feature for a quite long time. It was firstly spotted on the betas in the earlier versions. Now the platform enables this feature permanently for all the users. It will be visible in the place of the mute for 1 year option. Nokia is set to venture on the moon. Nokia selected by the NASA to build cellular network on the moon. Nokia Bell Labs pioneering innovations will be used to build and deploy the first ultra-compact, low-power, space-hardened, end-to-end LTE solution on the lunar surface in late 2022. Looks like Facebook is venturing into the gaming world. Over the past 2 years, the cloud gaming space has become steadily more crowded with options from Nvidia, Microsoft, Google, and Amazon. The latest player in the cloud game market is Facebook Gaming, announcing today the ability to stream Android games to your device via Facebook.com or the Android app. Looks like Jio is expanding rapidly. Here's the latest scope. Reliance Jio to host JioMart Gamathon Free Fire eSport tournament from October 30. The Free Fire tournament will be the first in the list of the event that the company plans to hold and it is marketing the initiative under its Jio Games platform. Samsung creates a 10,000 ppi OLED panel. The tech is based on ultra-thin solar panels effectively coming up with a brand new architecture for OLED displays. In theory, it could be used for TVs, smartphone displays, and VR headsets. Moving on, Microsoft with some updates. Microsoft Office gets mouse and trackpad support for the iPad. It includes Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, marking another important step in Apple's long-standing push to blur the line between tablet and desktop, making iPad more well-rounded productivity machines. And that's all from our side on this episode of Let's Talk Tech. We will be back next week with more of the latest. Catch you then. Goodbye.